Okay, I have the candles lit, tablecloth set. Now for the customer, and right on time too from the looks of it. Yes, hello, good morning. Yes, I assure you, you're in the right place. Not all mystics are found in the carnival tents in this day and age. Now, don't be shy. Come in, come in. Not gonna lie, I wasn't sure you called to book an appointment. I know you expressed skepticism when I jumped into you last week. But I had a feeling you couldn't keep away long. Most humans have a sense of curiosity for the mystic arts. Probably helps when a mystic is a cute kitsune. Here, let me just take your jacket for you. I'm just gonna hang it up on the coat rack, if that's okay. Oh, don't mind the cat. That's Figaro. I say he's harmless, but if you aren't careful, he might try to trip you while you're looking for attention. No, Figaro's not part of the reading session today. Consider him a spiritual guide of sorts, kind of like a Kitsune's really. Why don't we have a seat in the reading room and we'll get started, all right? Follow me, please. So, tell me, cutie, have you ever had a reading like this before? Whether with another human or Kitsune before? Never? How peculiar. Most people at least had the brushing with this style of divination, whether out of curiosity or aminosity. Although, tarot cards weren't always used for divination and spiritual guidance. Yeah, no joke. Starting in the let's see, 15th century or something, Italians used tarot cards for trick-taking games. Tarot cards were hard to come by till the invention of the printing press, so most Italians who had them were wealthy or high-ranking nobility. For our purposes, though, we'll be using them to delve into the spiritual world of divination. Now then, shall we begin? I want you to first close your eyes. Just take a nice few deep breaths. We want the energies around you to settle before we start trying to read them and pushing them into the cards, all right? So take a deep breath in. Hold it. And then slowly exhale. Do that a few times for me, okay, while I prepare the deck. All right then, now that you're a little more relaxed, we can get started. This deck here is what I use as a neutral deck. Today we'll be using a well-known deck. Have you heard of the Rider-Waite? His style of deck he created focuses more on symbolism. It speaks no other languages and offers no other signs. Of course, each deck has what is known as a major arcana, or the Fool's Journey. It's a story about a fool and its overarching story of spiritual evolution. Along with the 22 major arcana are the remaining suits. We have the suit of wands. The wands represent passion, inspiration, and willpower. Suit of cups is a representation of one's emotion, the unconscious, creativity, and institution. Suit of swords is associated with the intelligence, logic, truth, ambition, conflict, and communication. Finally, the suit of pentacles refers to the stability, security, health, and prosperity. I think that's enough of a history lesson. After all, you came here for a reading. But I want to make sure you get a sense of what you signed up for. Although I do appreciate you indulging the Kitsune mystic arts. Now then, I want you to pick up the deck. Feel the rough, worn edges along your fingertips. Some edges are more smooth. Some feel a bit more fragile, so to say. I use this deck frequently with the readings, as I believe it helps to remember that we aren't all the same. We come from different walks of life and, much like each person, have their own rough spots. A deck has them too. Spots that are more worn than the other parts. Parts that have collided with the other cards. Bends and warping from being handled. But nonetheless, a deck has its potential. What I want you to do now is shuffle the deck a few times. Doing so imbues the deck with your energies and intention. As you shuffle a few times, I'm just going to ask you a handful of questions, if that's all right. Just some things like, what made you want to make an appointment with me? Good answer. I would have also accepted spend time with a cute Kitsune fortune teller as well. Speaking of spending time with someone, are you currently in a relationship or are you seeking one? Oh, you rather get flustered about the particular question. There's no need to be shy, sweetheart. There's nothing wrong with seeking companionship. I'll make sure we circle back to this topic a little later then. For some of these base readings, we'll simply do a 3-card spread. A base reading is used to intermingle your energy with the cards so we can better understand and have the energies around you communicate through a medium. In this case, the tarot cards. This here is a relatively normal speed. You've probably seen these in movies, TV shows, carnivals, things like that. Let's start with something easy. Think of a question like, what do I need to know today? From there, we will place them horizontally to one another in a line to show us the path of where you were, where you are, and where you're going. Once you're ready, fan out the cards out and pick one, and let's see what the energies have to say, Ah, this is your first reverse card. Upside down cards like this are the opposite meaning of what normally is. In this case, you have the reverse Page of Wands. The cards have sensed a lack of direction in the sense of being caged. For one reason or another, you're finding that your projects haven't worked out as you hoped. Your enthusiasm should also be met with planning and execution. Does that sound like something that's going on at this moment? I see. Why don't you pick up the next card then? Another reverse card I see. The reverse Chariot. It seems you're at the mercy of 2 opposing forces which are battling for domination. There's a sense of loss of control, like you aren't in the driver's seat and more of the observer than anything else. I think the cards are telling you that there are things in your life you can and cannot control, and to let go of the things you cannot. Let's pull the last card. Reverse 7 of Swords. Lots of inverse meanings with you today. It seems as though it's a time to turn over new leaves, so to say. You may have found yourself in a difficult position. There's a spark that is showing that your desire to leave that life behind and start anew. Altogether, the cards tell us you are lacking direction, causing you to feel stuck at some degree. There is a feeling of inner conflict towards the change of moving forward. You'll be met with the uncomfortable truth, but you recognize the importance of honesty and integrity in your actions. You should consider taking a step back and reflect what truly matters to you at this moment. Let go of your self-doubt, your fears, and worries. With every challenge, a new opportunity for growth. But by being true to oneself, you'll find the strength and clarity you need to navigate with the grace and resilience. Trust your inner wisdom. So, how did I do? Do you feel more spiritually enlightened? Yeah, it could be a lot for a newbie, that's for sure. I remember when my mentor was teaching me about occultism that, of course, everything is up for interpretation. The universe has a sense of where we are meant to be. Seems to me you're meant to be right here with me today. Who knew? Why don't we do a more general reading? We'll stick with the 3-card spread, but let's focus more towards something. We'll do something along the lines of past, present, and future, and see what the cards tell us, all right? Give them a quick shuffle yourself so you can get your energies inside, and we'll go from there. When you're ready, Fan them out once more and pull a card. Oh, a normal card this go around. King of Cups. Your greatest quality is your control, balance, and master of emotions. You aren't empty of feelings, but rather full of them, yet only you understand when and where they are beneficial, and when they are harmful. Okay, next card. The Five of Wands, a battle between rivals. While both sides seems intimidating and struggle for dominance, there is also the impression they pose no dire threats. Maybe more of a show of power than actual intention of harm. Kind of chilling, isn't it? All right, the final card is Eight of Pentacles. Seems this one comes up quite a few times this day and age. This card stresses the importance of hard work and diligence in accomplishing your goals. As the youth this day says, time to lock in and achieve new skills and study, all in the name to change your circumstances. Together, emotional mastery and calm leadership among the conflict provide a grounding need to resolve challenges, build a foundation of stability. There's a deep connection between your emotional intelligence and a greater effort in stabilizing the chaotic situations yet to come. All right, I think we're good with some of these warm-ups. Now, let's circle back to the earlier question about companionship, huh? So what I'm going to do is grab a handful of different decks. What I want you to do is just pick the one that speaks to you. Take your time. There's no rush and there's no wrong answer. Oh, this is the deck you choose? I can't say I don't blame you, but I also had a feeling you picked this one. No, I didn't see it in my crystal ball. No. I had a connection with you, to some extent. I have a feeling that the universe wanted to bring us together as well. Here we are. Deck is a bit more special than the others I showed you. This one is, well, for the lack of any other words, mine. This deck is designed specifically for Kitsunes to use, as the cards have mild transmutation magic imbued into them. The images shift and change based on who is around them, the energies that converges into one single point or moment. Let's begin then, shall we? First, I'll have you shuffle the deck. This will intermingle your energy with my personal energy. Now, we will each take turns dealing out cards. You'll deal the first card on your side of the table. This is your once. Well. Would you look at this? The Lovers. A bit of a nose much? The Lovers signify love, union, partnership, and romance. See how the pictures sort of look like us? The pictures slowly changing and melding together? All right, the next card I deal. This is considered my once. See how the Two of Cups sort of look like us? Sort of looks like the dining room here at this very moment. No, wait. I think that's us in the nice restaurant. Probably the one in Main Street if I had to guess. This tells me I'm seeking connection, unity, a sense of attraction. Go ahead with the next card. This will be our differences. Okay, that's not completely fair, but I do struggle with being overwhelmed and being disorganized. This deck is really trying to air out my dirty laundry like this. Anywho, no need to linger on this one too long. The next card is... Aww, this looks like us at the carnival next week. The Wheel of Fortune shows us wanting a change and a sense of fate. Isn't this so cute? Alright, so the next three cards are kind of important. These next cards will tell us our emotional, mental, and physical compatibility. Let's start with emotional. No, the numbers in this case aren't like the rating system. The three wands here just means the rapid growth and looking ahead. That's a good thing. This one sort of looks like us at the park during sunset. Isn't that sweet? Looks like we're having a little picnic or something. All right, the next card in our mental compatibility. This one seems a bit too characteristic of me. Though, the cute little double horns on this card remind me when I chaperoned at the high school last year. The devil is obviously playfulness, if that wasn't clear. So, that just leaves our physical compatibility, which results in seeing... This card tells me there is a very, very strong desire for one another. I think this magician card shows you asking me out on a date. So, how about it? You want to make this fortune come true and take me out? 'Cause it seems like the cards see me having a future with you.